The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down.
Here's Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
24 is the mark.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. A shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's how we do it, baby.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
180.
Goff on third down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Right here, right here.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw, Cousins, and he's going to go down again. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. And Diggs has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
64.
They go play action. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Cousins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They're down here in the